Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think Personal Branding. Okay, after I posted that Sri Lankan, the video about Sri Lanka, where I read Sri Lankan's letter, to my surprise, I got many subscribers of my channel who identified themselves as Sri Lankans, but they send me private messages, either WhatsApp or they send me emails, and all of them, they were really very kind. They were very kind to the fact that I didn't know Sri Lankan politics. I didn't know the names of the ministers. In fact, one of the mistakes that was pointed out by everyone was the person whose face I showed was actually the Prime Minister. And I was surprised to know that both the President and the Prime Minister, they were both brothers. I mean, how in the world did they do that? This is the first time I've actually heard. I don't know if any other country has two brothers occupying the most important positions. So obviously when that happens, the first thing that rings in your head is, well, a lot of corruption must be taken place, or you must have used a lot of influence to get all the family members in key positions. Okay, so the thing that really touched me was, normally in India, for example, if I put an Indian video and I make a mistake or I make an error, everyone jumps on me and, hey, you stupid, you don't know, you're dumb, and this and that. But the Sri Lankans, they've been very kind. And mind you, it's not that this is the first time I've interacted with Sri Lankans. I've known Sri Lankans in Dubai. This is one thing about Sri Lankans. When Sri Lankans, they're very nice, very polite, very sweet. That is only until they get drunk. After they get drunk, they become something else. And I know this personally because there was this Sri Lankan pub. It was a Sri Lankan pub where a Sri Lankan band was there. This was in, I think, Dera. Blues and Cues was the name. It was in Ramada. And I used to go there with my friends those days. This is 15 years ago. And we used to go to Blues and Cues. There was this band, Sri Lankan band, very famous band. There were these guys and this female over there. By the way, I dated the female. Okay, and that's another story in itself. Well, Sri Lankan women are very possessive. Oh my goodness, they are very, very possessive. And they want their man to give them good sex. I'm sorry about it, but I had to tell you this. The very possessive Sri Lankan women want their man to give you sex, and they will not leave you. You have to have a lot of horsepower. So I think Sri Lankan men have good horsepower. And man, Sri Lankans, they drink like Indians. They have a very incredible capacity. And one more thing about Sri Lankans, before I get to the letter, they when they drink like, there's no tomorrow. They really have the capacity to drink. But the problem is, they push themselves to such a limit where they lose sense of what is happening. And then those very same, so loving, so peaceful, so sweet people, they become, I don't know, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They become horrible. And I've literally seen Sri Lankans, they fight. When they get drunk, they fight. And I'll tell you, they are not like our typical Indians who don't fight. And they are not like, Indians, they'll fight in groups. Okay, that is why when Indians fight, they fight in groups. Sri Lankans, if they're drunk, they don't care you're big, you're small, you're beefed up. They will just take whatever, then they swing and they kick and they fight. Another thing, once Sri Lankans get drunk, another trait about them, they're very huggy. They love to hug and they love, and I think they dance to Baila, which is very, very popular. Indians, especially Mangaloreans, they dance to Baila. Sri Lankan Baila, they love Baila. Okay, Baila is one of their folk songs. I think it's the song of the fishermen or something. Correct me if I'm wrong there. And Sri Lankan food is spicy. I think that is why the women are very spicy. Oh, they're very, very spicy. Okay, but anyway, very loving people. Their music is very lovely. Their island, out of what I've seen, I'm physically not gone there. It's very nature loving, very natural. A lot of nature is there, coconuts, trees, and all. It kind of, I think, resembles the Tamils of India. It kind of reminds you of Kerala, very natural surroundings. So I've had all good experiences with Sri Lankans, minus the fighting bit. And yes, I have known some Sri Lankans who very loving. I mean, they talk like their language itself is so romantic and so sweet and so nice. Like when they talk in matcha, they say matcha, it's always matcha. They're very, very loving. But the minute they get drunk, ooh, you better be insured. And they can fight. And don't underestimate the women. The women, means the girl who I was dating was a very short, small female. Whoo, she could kick up a shitstorm. Okay, anyway, so this was my experience with Sri Lankans. Excuse me for all those details. Now, coming to the actual letter, which is the more serious bit, I did get around 5 or 6 letters acknowledging and thanking me and all that. I don't want to go through all this. I just wanted to make the video fast. But the 2 letters that I will read about, they're actually, one is a message that is below the video, which I thought was very informative. The second one was a private message sent. So the private message, the guy requested to be anonymous, and I'll read it to you. This is what he said. I'll not share the screenshot just to keep his identity confidential, even though I can censor, just make it fast. Okay, this is what he said. Hi Loy, I live in Dubai and I watch every video regarding UAE. So I'm thankful for telling the truth in front of the whole world. My pleasure, man. I'm more than happy. I'm a Sri Lankan. I saw your video on YouTube and personally I want to thank you for that. Rajapaksa family ruling Sri Lanka. Okay, Rajapaksa, it seems that is the family. The elder brother, Chamal Rajapaksa, Parliament Minister. Second brother, Prime Minister, Mahinda Rajapaksa. And third brother, President in Sri Lanka. Bloody hell. All the brothers are, it must be a very powerful family or something like that. I mean, just imagine you have every single brother in a position of power. Then he put Gotabaya Rajapaksa. And the fourth brother, Economic Minister, Basil Rajapaksa. Bloody hell. So you have elder brother Chamal Rajapaksa, Parliament Minister. Second brother, Mahinda Rajapaksa. Third brother, Sri Lankan, Gotabaya Rajapaksa. And fourth brother, Basil Rajapaksa. So all the 4 brothers. This Rajapaksa family must be very powerful, huh? And with power comes shitloads of money. So the Prime Minister's son, again, Parliament Minister Namal Rajapaksa, the whole family ruined my country. They do bribery and corruption. Well, obviously, I mean, once you are in politics and you have so many members of the family and you're like the monopoly, nobody can touch you. So now it kind of makes sense why Sri Lanka is, nearly destroyed. But I wonder, can the people get rid of them or will they continue being powerful? Because until all the people unite, the entire country unites, you cannot get rid of them. Because if, like right now I saw one of the headlines, he's requesting for, sharing power with the opposition. I mean, what they are trying to do is just hold on to the power and they don't want to let go. And they're making sure that they stay in power. So according to me, I'm not an expert in Sri Lankan politics, but as long as any of these brothers stay in power, nothing is going to happen. And I think one of the latest updates was 36 ministers, all of them resigned. I think it's high time for all these guys to get out. And I'm pretty sure they have billions of dollars. No words to tell you, all Rajapaksa family ruling the country and they let the country down due to economic crisis. Economic Minister Basil Rajapaksa is a dual citizen of USA. Bloody hell. He doesn't have to worry. And Sri Lanka. He is one of the one who's leading the country into crisis. He has all properties in Los Angeles. He wants to do the America needful in Sri Lanka. To protect their family, they put a curfew. Today, Mr. Loy, I personally love the way you present. I'm a big fan of yours. Please help Sri Lanka. Don't mention my name, please. Well, I'm being very honest. I'm not doing anything out of the way. I'm just educating people because I myself didn't know much about Sri Lanka. I was shocked. I was shocked at what I found out. And many of my viewers who didn't know anything of Sri Lanka, they themselves are shocked. I mean, I really appreciate the guy. And by the way, his name is Panini Edirishine. Panini. There's something that means panini. Panini is like, I think, a Mexican dish or something. Punani is Punani is don't get angry, but Punani is a female's pom pom, that Females Punani, you know what I'm talking. Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay, panini. Okay, panini on the other hand, I think is one of the Mexican dishes or something. So panini ed reshine. So now, Mr. Panini, you're going to be a very romantically named guy because maybe a female will think, oh, this guy Panini is very romantic, and if someone is Mexican, maybe he'll think you are a chef. So, Mr. Panini Edri Shine, he was the one who sent me the email first, and due to which you guys got educated. Okay. So Panini, don't get angry with me, please. Okay, take it as a joke, Loy, like people joke with me. Loy, give me your toy, that kind of thing. Okay. So Panini said, this is his comment below my video. He said, excellent, Loy. I watched the video twice. One little blunder you did make. I'm very sorry about that. The man you highlighted, whom I showed, was Mahinda Rajapaksa. He's now the Prime Minister. He's a sick old man of 76. Yeah, he kind of looks like that. He too is a horrible man, but a consummate politician. Any politician is horrible. Okay. Gotabaya. By the way, just to let you know, Goti is marbles. In Hindi, they say Goti. Gota. I think there's another word in Hindi that means Gota. Gota means what? Cheating or something? I'm not too sure. Okay. So Gotabaya. It sounds very gangster name, Gotabaya. Okay. Gotabaya Rajapaksa. The president was put in a rather like Vladimir Putin got Dmitry Medvedev to be the president of Russia in May 2008 because of the constitutional limitations. Yeah, he doesn't look very aggressive, this Gotabaya chap. Okay. Unfortunately, Gota, a military man, took himself too seriously and listened to nobody. There are many other Rajapakshas in the government, but international readers need not waste time reading all that. Yeah, I just found out there are too many Rajapakshas. I mean, it kind of sounds like a mosquito. Sorry for those of you who love Rajapaksa. It kind of sounds like a virus. Everyone has a Rajapaksha. That name, Rajapaksa. It sounds like in Hindi, they say Rakshas. Rakshas means like the demon or the devil. So Rajapaksha, you will get a Rajapaksha, So it's this Rajapaksha is like they are everywhere. It's just like, I think the Rajapakshas should stop multiplying. Maybe that would help. So I hope the Rajapakshas don't get angry. Hey, you bastard! Don't call our Rajapakshas anything. Okay, sorry. Okay. There are many other Rajapakshas in the government, many other viruses in the government, but international readers no need. Okay, fine. In the short term, we have to suffer. I don't think just short term. It's suffering. The way they have destroyed your country, it's going to be long term. We must focus on medium term strategy. No, I think you should focus on both short, medium, and long term. In my remote town, there was no demonstrations yesterday, Sunday, but there have been significant demonstrations in Colombo, the second largest city, Kandy. Other developments too, please Google them. Okay. For those of you who like to Google, just Google search. And those of you who like to educate others, please do put the links below, or you can put, if in case YouTube censors the links, you can just put Google search, whatever. Okay. After some time, people get cynical about all politics and forget that somebody has to run the country. Many will say that they never felt hereafter vote an election, not realizing that such a boycotting helps the tyrants remain in power. What programs like yours do is show the personal caring interest that is unacceptable situation arises. It is for us, the people of the country, to build assistance that you provided here. No, I'm being honest with you. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. Yes, I love views. Yes, I like subscribers. All that is fine. Okay. But I only share what I genuinely feel that I want to, share. Like, to be honest with you, if I were to speak about, laptops, or if I were to speak about tech, I'm pretty sure I can cover the cost. That is why so many people get into tech videos or tech review channels. When you buy a laptop, let's say you buy it for $1,000 and you put up a video, and you have enough and more viewers, you can cover the cost of the laptop, sell it, and then you get at least a difference. So, or you can have a tie-up with a computer shop. Now, I don't want to do that just for views because I'm not passionate about it. But this one I'm passionate about, and I only speak of stuff that I'm passionate about, is because I see myself like you. I'm like you, a guy, normal family, want to make some money, have peace, So that's the only reason I shared. And I genuinely, I'm telling you, even when that Sri Lankan man was killed in Pakistan, I was absolutely angry. That is why my video came. I blasted the a Pakistani Prime Minister, the Pakistani people. I said, they're bloody cowards, because the way they killed that poor man, innocent man, by saying that he put a poster of some ding-dong religion of theirs, that was wrong. Whatever the religion, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, just for a poster, and that also he didn't do it. You don't kill someone, man. He's a family man, and he was a good man. So, and the shame was, the way they put his body in a box and they send it, they should compensate that family for millions of dollars, because the bread earner of the family is no longer there. So the point I'm trying to say is, I only share things that I feel passionate about, or I don't share at all, So this is an island abundantly blessed by nature. Let me hope that when in the long term we have got our act together, that it is our responsibility, we are able to spend a holiday on this paradise island, then you all can be my guests. No, I genuinely hope, I sincerely hope that this situation sorts itself out in Sri Lanka, because as long as there are all these troubles, nobody would want to come to Sri Lanka. Nobody would want to come for a holiday, visit the country. So I hope this virus called Rajapaksa, all of them get out. Okay, out. You have enough money, you have your billions, get the fuck out, man. Just go, retire in some third world country or, Western country, your passport, your billions, enjoy your life there. The problem is greed, and the problem is they don't want to let go, because they're enjoying so much power and this thing. But if they were good for the country, I would say, yeah, stay there. But you're not good. So it's time for this Rajapaksa virus to get out and bring in maybe a less lethal virus, because end of the day, all politicians are politicians. You can't change everyone. Even corruption, you can't get rid. There will always be corruption. But like I tell people, be corrupt, be bad, but at least give some benefits. So that's it. I sincerely hope that this video kind of goes out to some Sri Lankans, and just be brave, guys, be united. And I think if all of you work together without violence, and you stick to your guns, and the ministers slowly resign, and nobody cooperates with this Rajapaksa clan, I think it'll give way to change. And I genuinely hope that a stable government comes, that they sort out the mess, especially with the food, electricity, just get life back to normal, let people work, let them earn. And I hope the new government sorts out all these problems. I believe it can happen. So it's a matter of time. And please don't get upset with my jokes that I said. I'm just trying to share from my heart whatever I felt. Maybe I can tell you my spicy stories with Sri Lankan babes. Sri Lankan boys don't get angry. And maybe some other stuff. But yeah, Sri Lankans, you're a very loving group of guys. Don't get drunk. And after you get drunk, don't get violent. And don't be naughty, be good. So this is what I want to say from my heart to you guys. I really hope Sri Lanka gets out of this. Rajapaksa's bad. You're a virus. Get out. Your time is up. Okay? Oh yeah, and one last thing. Before I say bye, put your comments down below. People are reading them. So the more you comment, the more you have an engagement with the conversation. Don't mind, there'll be some haters, there'll be some people who will talk shit. Just don't mind that. At least let the conversation flow. And I'm pretty sure lots of non-Sri Lankans, they will extend their support to you guys, and they really want you guys to succeed. So please do comment below, share what has to be said, and that's the way we can make people aware. And yes, educate us what we need to read, which article, which newspaper. If the link doesn't appear because of Google's algorithm, at least put Google search this name and you'll get this information. Or you can even copy paste that information down below, because we all will be reading it. Having said that, thank you very much. And I also special thanks to my friend Panini Edris Shine. You are going to be a famous guy. Thank you very much. And I hope you're safe always. Okay, Panini, don't get angry with me because I called you Punani. All right, you guys take care. See you. Bye. Comment down below. Bye.